Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Shrimp, everybody, favorite baby daddy, voice of the street, man. And today we're in Chicago, y'all. We're in the studio. Now look, we on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Help me get there, y'all. It don't cost you nothing to subscribe. So hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel. Now look, today I really was going to take the day off because I really wanted to do that, rather. I really was going to take today off. I wasn't feeling too good, but once I got up and started moving around, I'm like, alright. I didn't really have no story I was going to cover, Some things are the same, and I'll be looking through stuff. I'm like, would you believe I found another story where a judge was fucking a sheriff daughter, y'all. Same situation, but how that story ended was the judge and the sheriff had plans to meeting up, and the judge killed the sheriff. Ain't this something? And go hide his body in the woods. And the daughter knew about it because he had talked about it. Now, she didn't know it was going to happen and all that, but I'm talking about she knew how he had got possessive, and he used to say, man, if it weren't for your dad, we could be together, man. We could be together. And, she was scared to tell her daddy because she knew he was going to be upset. But it ended totally different, y'all. Totally different. And let me just say this, people. Sometimes you really have to think about what you're doing. You really got to think about your actions, because sometimes when you move off anger and you're frustrated, you're not thinking clearly. You're not really thinking clearly. Like I say, they raised us not to act off your emotions. That's a female trait. Don't do that, right? Well, for instance, this next story, right, I'll tell you about. These two women gets into it, y'all. What they doing? Arguing back and forth online. And it really, when you think about it, y'all, it was about food. Yeah, I'm going to say that again. It was about food. One woman was cooking and making plates and selling them to people in the neighborhood, and the other woman did it once or twice too. So now they start getting jealous of each other. One woman say, hey, I like you selling dinners and everything. When I go to the club 4 a.m, when I come home and want something to eat, I come to you. But somebody had told her, that chick, that's it, your food ain't no good. She don't like shopping with you. And started some BS between these women. They back and forth. One of them is a dyke. So it's two women talking on one side and one talking on the other. They did that so much, y'all, to the one who's single and ain't got no man, called the dyke. And the dyke had already told her, I ain't fighting you, man. I ain't got time to be fighting. And let me pause the story right there, because this makes sense. If you are not in grammar school, you shouldn't be trying to fight nobody. You hear me? I'm going to say that again. If you ain't in grammar school, you shouldn't be trying to fight nobody. Period. It don't make no sense for two grown-ass men or two grown-ass women to be out there fighting. Now, if y'all go out somewhere or something happen and y'all end up fighting, that's different. I'm talking about when you planning a fight and you going to somebody else's territory, somebody else's neighborhood, and they got the ups on it because why? You done called and told them you coming. You don't know who gonna be there. You really don't. You should think that all you thinking is you mad. I'm finna beat this bitch up. I'm tired of this bitch. She done got to you. Why should you be watching somebody live that's your enemy? Unless you're planning on trying to kill them or something like that. And you trying to be sneaky. But to be honest, you shouldn't even be on that page. Y'all don't like each other, so stay away from each other. Stop having mutual friends that'll call you. Girl, she on there talking about you right now. Yep, she talking about you right now. So what? She's supposed to be talking about me. The bitch don't like me. So why you calling me, telling me about what she said? But that's how people do. You know, instigators, y'all. You got to pay attention to the people that instigate things in your life. They not good for you, bro. They're not good for you. Nobody likes an instigator, but guess what? The instigator be the last one standing and go tell the story the way he want to tell it. He or she want to tell it. Them are the ones who giving you all the information on this and back and forth, and they really basically started it. Same way with the situation with King Von got killed, y'all. Somebody woke him up and told him, they see dude. If you had the nerve to wake Von up, then you knew Von didn't like this nigga and wanted to see him. You could have handled that shit while Von was asleep. Why you had to wake him up to handle it? And then y'all knew what he's finna do. Why y'all didn't say, hold on, G, fall back, let us handle this shit, G. You the money man. How you gonna let the man with the money get out here and do the fighting and he end up getting killed? Ain't that something? Same way with this lady, y'all. She goes to this woman's house trying to fight her, and guess what? The lady shoots her ass dead. You hear me? Dead. Dead as a doorknob. Now somebody tell me, why the fuck do we think the doorknob is dead? Because it don't move, or it just it's working? Dead as a doorknob. What the fuck? I ain't never seen the doorknob dead, y'all. I have not went to no funeral. I have not had nobody call me and tell me their doorknob was dead. Every time you see a doorknob, it's on the door doing what the fuck he's supposed to do. Now, if he come off on the other side, then you can say this motherfucker dead. The doorknob dead, but they don't be like that. They be on there. Dead as a doorknob. But guess what? Now, the dyke and her little girlfriend went to jail. She tried to say it was self-defense because the woman came to her house, right? They watched them lives they had, y'all. They watched them lives and they heard the woman say, I ain't gonna fight you. You come over here, I ain't gonna fight you, girl. So when you come over here, guess what? And they was able to say, oh, so you already had in your mind you was gonna kill this girl. Had they not discussed that on live, y'all, her self-defense claim would have stuck. It would have stuck. But no, thanks to social media, we all tell on ourselves on live. So I don't like doing it. I record this and that, but everybody gonna say something wrong that can be used against you, especially if you recording every day. I try to watch what I say all the time, y'all. Even when I'm telling y'all stories. That's why I don't try to get too deep into the gangster, this, that. I tell y'all some stories. Every story I try to tell y'all is PG, y'all. It's PG for a minute. You ain't gonna hear me talking about what we did with this and that. If they not here, you can't discuss it. You hear me? I'm gonna say that again. If they're not here, you can't discuss it. And some things ain't made for the internet, no way. Cause you could be telling a story, y'all, about how y'all robbed somebody. Just a good old lick story. And this somebody could be watching and be like, hey Joe, ain't this how your uncle got robbed? What? He said he used the mailman ruse. Then you say your uncle got robbed, the nigga act like the mailman? You be like, yeah, rewind that back, listen. And here you is telling your little good story, you know, getting you some views, you cool. And then a motherfucker pull up at the gas station and get out on you. Got to watch what you talking about. Especially in jail. Some of y'all ain't never been to jail. Especially in jail. Don't be in there discussing your crimes and shit like that. Especially nothing like that. Stick up you done pull it off. Don't be talking about that. Because there's always two sides of the story. Just like you on your side, there's always somebody on the other person's side. And you might be ear hustling. They might not even tell you. All they go start doing is trying to get all the information they can about you. When he coming home, man, he go home next week. Oh, okay. Motherfucker be at the gate waiting on you, y'all. They don't care about shooting at you when you getting out of jail. If they shot and killed somebody in front of the county jail, you think they won't go down to Centralia and Vandalia, one of them joints, and wait on you? All I do is wait till they take you to the bus station or where you go be. Woo! And that's it. That's it, y'all. When I was in Centralia, y'all, when I got released from Centralia, they told us, you have to catch the bus home. That's what they will pay for. The bus don't leave till 5 o'clock the next day. 5 o'clock the next day, right? I'm like, hell no, I'm not. I'm talking about in the evening. I'm not finna stay. If I'm finna get out, I want to get out bright and fucking early. What the hell is the lights blinking for? I want to get out bright and early, y'all. So 7 o'clock, I'm ready to be gone. But no, Centralia cheap. You gotta take a train home. So, or the bus don't leave till 5 in the evening. So they say if you want to leave early, we got a train that leave at 6 in the morning. But guess what? You got to pay for it because they not gonna pay for no train ticket. So I'm like, shit, I pay for it. Fuck, you ain't said nothing. Call my wife, hey, woo, put her in, bam, she send the money for the ticket, everything, cool, no problem. I goes up here, y'all, to the little place. It's dark as hell out here. So the dude with the van who dropped me off, the guard, he's sitting there. I'm like, you can go ahead, I'm straight from here. He's like, no, I can't leave, I gotta wait on you. I'm like, why? He said, man, they be robbing people. I'm like, what? He said the last 2 people that got out and went home on the train, they robbed them. You hear me? They took the little $100 that the man had. That's what they give you to come home. $100, they took it. Right, must be iron or something. We having a power surge or something around here. But yeah, they took the little $100, y'all, that the man had. Ain't that thirsty? Small town. They like, hey, well, we know where these guys gonna have $100 at. If they riding the train home, them the ones with the money. And they spread that around the little town. Yeah, if you ever ride by the train station and see a nigga out there, yeah, that's $100 for you right there. Plus, they don't have no gun. They just got out. They just got out. Ain't that something, y'all? They robbing the inmates before he even get down on the street. Yeah. It's sad. Man. And let me tell you something else. I used to work at this nursing home, y'all, where the crazy people be, and there's some elderly senior people there too. So I used to work at, they have alarms on the door, if the door open and all that. So I'm fresh out the work release center, y'all. I sits at the desk. I had to count them. Every time you come in, I had to count them right. Now, it's your responsibility when you get there to count every resident that's in the place before shift change. So if I'm sitting on duty and you come on duty, if I tell you it's 90 people, you got to count 90 people. You can't take my word for it. So I can't even tell you. You got to add it up for yourself, and then we'll talk how many you got. 90. Yeah, okay, here. Now we change shift. Like my supervisor taught me, hey, Jewett, if you do not see these people, don't check them out. Don't take his word for it. You need to see these people. Because I done came to work, y'all, and my man had 89, and I counted. I'm like, no, it ain't no, he had 90. I counted 89. I'm like, no, bro, it's 89. Nah, they ain't count again. I counted 3 times. Then we had to count together. We get to the one. I'm like, you counted Johnson? Yeah, I said, I ain't see Johnson. Look all around. Guess where Johnson was at, y'all? at the damn hospital. He ain't paid no attention. He just came to work, check. I said, you got to fix all that shit. Because if something would have happened to him out there, and you had him signed in like he in the facility, that'd have been on your ass. I remember that's the guy who trained me too. His name was Lorenzo. And I said, man, I want to chase somebody. He said, Jewett, let me tell you something. He said, you see the way these people moving on slow? He said, when they get ready to escape and run, they're not going to be moving like that. I'm like, nigga, you crazy. I'm going to walk one of these motherfuckers down. Shit, boy, listen. It exactly like he said it. Listen, I'm sitting there one day. I've been here a little while. I ain't thinking about it. I hear, I'm like, damn, that's that door. I get up. When I come, you can see through the glass. I said, damn, he jumped the gate and he gone. I come to another door. He flying past that one. I'm like, damn. I turn to the other door. I said, this motherfucker moving. I runs out the front door. He passing that. I'm like, oh, shit. Look, I chased him about 5 blocks before I realized I couldn't catch it. I turned around, y'all. Ran back to my car because I know he was finna get too far on me, right? I jumped in my car, y'all. Now, only the people in Chicago may know the distance from this. I'm on 75th and Exchange, 73rd and Exchange, brother. Man, I'm chasing him up 73rd Street. You know where I caught this motherfucker at? A block away from Stony Island. Now, for the people who don't know, that's about a good 20, maybe 25 fucking blocks. And he was so tired from running, I pull up on the curb, y'all, and block him like the police. Because that's how I felt. I grabbed that motherfucker, he fell down, said, okay, I ain't gonna run no more. I'm like, you motherfucker. I'm getting up, the police pull up. Hey, what we got going on here? I'm like, this man a patient at my job, man. He trying to escape. I put him in the back. That's all I said to the police. Back off the curb and pew. They didn't try to stop me or nothing. But guess what they slick ass do, y'all? 10 minutes later, they like, let's go.